everyone. How are we doing today? I got a little Roddy Jordan going here, get us started. And so my name is Tim Loomis. And before we get started, Allison would like to introduce me and we can go from there. Allison, it's all yours. Oh, it froze.
And I think that Michael wants to read a little disclaimer too. So it is my pleasure to welcome everybody to the second day of webinar for the Moorpark College Virtual Health Fair. My name is Allison Barton. I'm the health educator from the Student Health Center. And it is my extreme pleasure to introduce our first speaker of the day, Professor Tim Loomis, who is an adjunct professor in the Criminal Justice Department at Moorpark College. He has 29 years of law enforcement experience and has worked for the VCCCD for 25 years. He is the co-advisor for the A2Mend Charter and works in the MC Essential Needs Program, Raider Central. So welcome, Professor Loomis, and welcome participants to the second day of the Virtual Health Fair.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? It's a beautiful day. This is another day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. A little bit about me. Like Allison said, 29 years in law enforcement, 25 years with the college, criminal justice instructor here. And I just want to help and help any way I can. And so when the opportunity came up to work at Raider Central and do something, I said, I could do this. This is being on the front end. Being a member of law enforcement, you have a tendency to be on the reactive side of things. And basically, community policing is being on the front end, getting out, meeting people, doing things, interconnecting, building relationships, building bonds, helping any way you can, and being just that person people know they could come to. And so that helps me in this. So before we get started on what Raider Central is, as in most things, we need to talk about how we got here. So next slide, please. So the idea behind Raider Central was basically done by a basic needs work group made up of some of the members of our college, which consists of Anissa Alonso, Howard Davis, Sharon Manicus, Marina Melendez, Claudia Singleton, Johnny Connolly, Kim Karanke, Vance Manicus, Kristen Robinson, Maria Thayer, and with support of Emma Hawes, Matthew Morgan, and Ruth Bennington. And this was a group that got together and recognized that there were needs of our students on campus. Recently, there was a study, and they talked about 25 to 30,000 students in the Los Angeles Unified Schools District that are homeless, and then even a double and a triple number that have basic needs that aren't met. And so this group got together, put a proposal together, presented it to the powers to be, and said, hey, you know what? Even though we're in Moorpark, California, we need a basic needs center because our students need help, our students need resources, and our students need to understand and have a place to go where they feel safe at all time and they can get help. And so that's how this was all started. And so without these wonderful people and their vision and their guidance, we would not be here today. So we all owe them a debt of gratitude and thank them for the hard work and dedication they put together to get us to this point. Next slide, please. So why should we address student basic needs? It's real simple, right? That has shown that students that have access to basic need services that do better, students that have everything they need to feel comfortable will succeed better. Students that have access to health care, food, if they have food insecurity issues, health security issues, if they have needs for any one of a number of things, if they have a place to go, they can get those needs, answered. They can get the help they need. And at the same time, they can also find themselves in a position where they also may be able to help other people in the similar situation or with different types of things. It was decided that there was no central location for anything. It was just, oh, go here, go there, go here, go there. Well, why not make it a one-stop shop? Why not make the whole city of Moorpark Community College have a basic needs center, right? The concept is the same with community policing. Every district has its own police officer, and that police officer is kind of like the little chief. Well, You know, we have our own needs center here. That's the center where everybody that's affiliated to college can come, where they can feel warm, they can feel appreciated, they can get an answer. And the key to everything is giving someone an answer and making sure they have hope and following up on them. You scan the problem, you analyze it, you respond, and you assess it. The basic premise of problem solving. And that's the approach I bring to Raider Central. Next slide, please. So we ask students, if you want to know what students need, you should probably ask, oh, just a marvelous idea, ask the students, because they know what they want, they know what they need, they know how they feel. Alice and I spoke earlier today about how college is so much harder now than it is when we were in college. And in some respects, she talked about it being easier, because when we wrote a paper, if we forgot something out of it, we had to figure out how to add it onto some other pages or start all over again. With technology today, you can do that. It's so much easier. Basic needs has maintained the same. And so those basic needs are simply this. These are our top three. Next one, please. Housing. 30% of our students requested information about local housing resources, including temporary housing options. I've never been homeless. I've spoken to homeless people. I have helped homeless people find resources, and I've helped people go from being homeless to having a place over their head, to having a job, to having a future that they want. Remember, no one grows up and decides they want to be homeless. Something happens. We are all one significant emotional event from where we are now to being someone who needs services. And if we think that way, it would make us be more empathetic and sympathetic and more caring to those who need our help. Transportation was another issue. How do I get to school? There are ways to do that. You know, there's Uber, there's Lyft, there's cabs, well, I don't think people do cabs anymore, but Uber, Lyft, there's public transportation. There's ways to get that. And then 19% were interested in clothing. Where could they get clothing? Some of them don't have the stuff necessary to go for a job interview. Well, they need to know that. So there's clothing available. Once we're on campus, that, you know, we could still work something out. Somebody said, hey, I have a job interview. Can you help me? Yes, we can help you. It's a little harder on this distance we're on with COVID. It's kind of kept us in a position to where we can't do the things we want to do. We can't help with the day-to-day stuff, because the day-to-day stuff, they're not coming into our office every day where we get to see them. And that's important, is that even if they stop by to say, hey, that's great. Another thing we found people had needs with was basically food. There were various locations on campus where you could pick up a bag that could sustain you for maybe a day or two, but you could pick that bag up anytime you wanted to. And that was important. So these were our top three that the work group came up with. And this was part of their proposal. Next slide, please. So what do we do now to currently address our students' needs? Okay, so initially when this slide was made, Ruben Castro's Charity is a nonprofit group that works with with co-partners with us at Moorpark College. Ruth Bennington is part of their charity and also part of our staff, and she's the liaison between the two. What they do is they offer a food pantry, and they offer it 2 days a week. They offer it on Tuesday from 1 to 5, and that's in parking lot H. Then they offer the second one over at the CDC Center over on Princeton, and that's usually at the Adult Education Center, and that's on Saturdays from 12 to 4. Between those two places, they provide services, food services and needs for about 500 people. They have been on our campus for a while. They're using the cafeteria space, and the money and food that they get is donated through Food Share or other nonprofit groups. They're their own 501c3. They have nonprofit status. So if you need food, you can always go to them. They will turn no one away. You will get a box. You'll get 4 different bags of staples, hard foods, rice, beans, fruit. You'll get produce, you'll get dairy, you'll get eggs, and you'll get a bread product. All that comes from food that's donated from various sources throughout this area. Once you become affiliated with a Food Share, which is something we are going to do also at Moorpark College, is there's more resources available. So right now we don't necessarily give out fruit and vegetables because we don't have access to that. Um, Another thing we did was here at Moorpark, which was what students saw mostly, was they had pantries located in various offices, the health center, financial aid, EOP&S, and other offices on campus. They had an vet center. And so it was a place you can go, you would get a bag, and that bag would contain probably 15 to 20 items that could sustain you for about 2 days, easily 2 days. And so what they had done was they had actually asked the students, what do you want? What do you want to see? And so from there, they determined that they wanted, like, soy milk, almond milk rather, excuse me, because that's easier. They liked anything that was microwavable. They liked the Jimmy Dean type breakfast sandwiches, microwavable rice, that kind of stuff, some canned fruit, a few vegetables, granola bars, nuts, trail mix, that type of stuff. So we provided those in bags. And when we get back on campus, that's still going to be here. These places, they still going to have bags of food, where they will be, and the bags are reusable, and they'll be sponsored by various work groups. The ESL group is giving me some bags tomorrow that are reusable, and we're going to use them to put some of our supplies in when we do our shopping, so our kids know this stuff. If you know of a club, a group, or anyone on campus that wants to get the word out, send me a flyer. Every Friday, that flyer goes out to everybody we touch, and we post it in Raider Central along with every place else that we get in contact with. So it's important to have information. Information is key. Knowledge is key. Knowledge will set you free. Knowledge will help you to achieve any goal you want to in life, as long as you're willing to take that information you get, turn it into a product, turn it into an action, and then follow that action through. So that is key. This will still go on. Now, once this is going on, we get back on campus, we got another surprise for you. Next slide, please. I'm sorry, real quick, like CalFresh, it's for healthy living. We offer service through there. If you go to our website, I'm gonna show you a QR code later on today, you can do on that. There's also emergency funding grant. If you have something that happens to you and you need monies, you can go to financial aid, you can go to the emergency fund grant. There's an application process you have to go through. You have to write a letter. That letter has to be detailed. You have to explain why and how, what happened, why you need this money, and how important it is to you. And then once you go through that process, if you're successful, you'll be approved and you'll get that funding. It's up to $1,000 for a full-time student in good standing, and up to $500 for a part-time student that isn't also in good standing. So the funds are there available to you. You have to put in a little bit of work, but there are people there that are willing to help you every way along the step. Next slide, please. So welcome to Raider Central. Raider Central will be located in the cafeteria building between the bookstore, the cafeteria area, and associate students. It is a small room that is previously known as the Poly Room. It has not been used for a long time. The most recent person to use that room was Nick Zingo, who used it for a scene in one of his criminal investigation classes. So it is centrally located in a spot everyone knows. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this room and we're going to make it a center where everybody can come, right? So as you see at the diagram, if you notice on the very left, there's a table that's sitting in a corner that's by a picture. There's 2 tables over there. Partition is going to be walled off, and we'll have a mental health services provider there to help our students. They will be there up to 6 hours a week. They will take appointments and also take drop-ins. As you come through that door where it says exit at the top of the screen, there'll be a desk there where there'll be a student worker. You'll simply put in your 900 number. And then along this wall on the right side where the fire hydrant is, there will be shelving that's there that has all the food products that we'll have for you. You can come in, grab your bag, grab what you need, and then you can go. We're going to have microwaves. So if you want to warm stuff up, we'll have 2 refrigerators in there that have milk and dairy products in them. We'll also have cold cuts, sandwich type stuff there. We'll even have peanut butter and jelly if you want peanut butter and jelly. We're also going to have a small area where this trash can is in the clothes rack on the left, lower left. We'll have a place there for clothing. If you need clothing, fine, we'll get you clothing. If you need clean clothing, we will work that out. If have to be, I'll take it, wash it myself, and bring it back the next day. I do know how to do laundry, and I'm pretty good at it. I also am a pretty good cane cutter too, so got to work it out that way. So that's what Raider Central is going to look like. That's going to be open 5 days a week during the school year. And then we'll continue to do other things and associated with Raider Central. Those food bags that we talked about earlier, they'll still be at those satellite locations. So you can go there, you can get those bags, and you can figure out if you need something, hey, go for it. Pick it up, let us know. If those sites run out, we'll bag another bag up and we'll take it to them. We want you to be able to go anywhere on campus and have your immediate needs attended to, right? Edom is off up there. We'll have something up there. The athletics, we'll have something down there. They got a nice gym. They got a nice area, you know, the observatory, nursing, the tech building, any and every place on campus, I'm gonna have something there where you can come pick something up. That's easy to do. That's easy to do. All I need is for you to just tell me what you need. I'll do the best I can to accommodate you. Next slide, please. So this is kind of why we picked that spot. Excuse me. It's easy to refer students to, okay? And that was, it's right next to Ruben Castro too. So that's another option that we have right there. It's centrally located. It's, everybody knows where the bookstore is. Everybody knows where the cafeteria is. So it's easy to find, okay? There are some relationships that we've forged between associate students. So there's always going to be somebody in and around that area that can help you or that can point you in the right direction. And most importantly, hey, it wasn't used. It was just a room that was there, you know, and so this way it is now a spot where people can come. And it's going to have some stuff on the wall, some diagrams, some pictures, some this and that and the other. So we'll have there. So I'm looking forward to our grand opening. I think it'll be a good thing for everybody. I think it'll be a good for everybody on the campus. So next slide, please. And, you know, this is what the front of our 3x5 card is going to look like. So we have Dina to give her a shout out. She did this. She do great work. She got skills. She got some mad skills. So this is what the front of our little 5x7 card we're going to give out to people. And we're going to start giving them out this Friday, as a matter of fact, when we do our food giveaway in parking lot H. So yeah, that's right. Woo, 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 woo. Dina getting it on. She got skills. She gonna make me some signs and some other stuff. When we get done, we're going on the road. So let's go to the next slide, please. So before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to my man, Big Mike Ashton. He's the guy that's doing all the slideshow behind the scene works, got the music going. I'd also give a shout out to Patricia, who's doing our closed captioning. Thank you very much. If you have the ability to give that little clapping thing, give that little clapping thing to them, get them out there, hold on, I'm gonna do one too. If I can figure out how to do it. Maybe I can. Okay, but hey, I'm glad they're here. And of course, Allison for asking me to come a part of this. On the back side of that card is what we have, what Raider Central is. Now, if you'll notice in the lower right-hand corner, there's that QR code that says scan me. Take your phone out, go to the picture thing and put it over there, and they'll pop you just to Raider Central. It's better than asking me to tell you, because you go right there, boom, it'll take you right to Raider Central. And then, of course, Moorpark College, EDU, Raider Central, that's our website address. This is what we are willing to offer you that you may have needs with, that we're willing to help you with. And that would be academic needs. Tutoring is online, the library is online, access right around the corner. CalFresh, Food Share, CARES Emergency Grants, Cal Promise Grant, clothing, working with Dreamers, emergency funding, housing. There is money available now for housing needs. Please let me know through raidercentral.edu, and you can get a hold of me, get a hold of someone, or go to financial aid, and they will help you with that money. Food needs. We do our own food giveaway on Fridays from 12 to 4 over in parking lot H. We're assisting with foster youth, homeless, LGBTQ, mental health, student healthcare center, transportation, and veteran services. There's a saying when I grew up that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, that's the truth. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a student. Everybody's help is worth it. Everybody's help is what's necessary to be successful. And the reward is that you can play it forward someday for yourselves. Next slide, please. So let's talk a little bit about the mission statement. It's a one-stop shop for free basic resources to help us succeed in school. It provides free food, clothing, personal hygiene items, assistance with housing, social service coordinated through community providers, so the students can focus on their classwork and being successful. So basically it's free, right? And one of the things that we've got going, which is, I think's worked out great, work with Ruben Castro Charities Help. We could not have done this without Alejandro Castro and the Ruben Castro Foundation. And shout out to Alejandro Castro. He's doing a fantastic job. He's the food giveaway would not be there if it had not been for his help and his guidance and his knowledge. He is a subject matter expert on this. And he has been the central reason why there is a food pantry at Moorpark College through his charity. And there will soon be a food pantry an additional food pantry at Moorpark College through the Oxnard College Foundation. There's a food pantry and a food giveaway at Ventura College and at Oxnard College, and they've all been successful because they have followed the lead that Ruben Castro Charities has done. Our food giveaway is on Fridays. It's in Parking Lot H, and it's just west of the field hockey stadium. So there's the football stadium, there's a vacant lot, there's the parking lot H, and there's the field hockey stadium. We give away a dairy box, and then we give away what's known as USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture. We give away a box that's associated with that. And then what we also do is we also go to Costco and we provide an additional box of food. And so my thought behind that, and with the help of Alejandro Castro, was getting a box together that a student could have that would sustain them for at least 7 days. Excuse me. And so that's what we've been able to do. We provide them with a dairy product, at least a dozen of eggs, at least a gallon of milk. I've heard that chocolate milk is pretty good, so I'm going to go with that. We've fried it with yogurt or cottage cheese, and we get some sort of a meat dish. We provide them with extra rice and pasta, beans, fruit. We provide them with snacks and whatnot. And so anything that we can provide them, we provide for them. We give them, they come through. All you need to do is give us your 900 number. And from there, you're set to go. You get the box, no questions asked. We provide it to you. And one of the things we also do is we provide for your family, because we know that some students live at home. And so it's only fair to provide the needs that are qualified for the family along with the student. So that's every Friday from 12 to 4. I get there as early as 9 o'clock. And I do that so I can get set up, make bags, get everything ready. So when we open our doors at 11:45, 12, we take care of business and we handle our stuff and we help our students. Everybody is welcome. Ruben Castro Charities also provides needs for our students. For them, anybody and everybody is welcome. Simple form for them, just so they can keep track of the numbers to keep their status as far as working with Food Share. The next slide, please. Excuse me. So someone asked, how have we done? Well, we've been able to help 184 students since September 4th. We provided 161 bags of food, 245 boxes of food. We've helped 579 students and their family members with food for themselves. We've also received 74 additional requests for services through Raider Central. And I am happy. I want more. I want to help more. But I understand that there may become a time when we've met all the needs, and I'm prepared for that. But until that time, Raider Central is prepared to help anyone and any of our students in our community any way we can, with our partnerships through Ruben Castro Charities and Food Share. Next slide, please. So here we are. We're at the end. This is us. The associate student members are here. That's me in the middle with the little vet shirt on, giving a peace sign. And that's my assistant, Brittany Sweat, like Keith Sweat. So she's there. And so on behalf of Raider Central, we'd like to tell you thank you for coming. We also like to tell you to have a positive difference in someone's life today, please. So I went quick, I understand, but I'm ready for any questions that you may have, any questions at all. No questions? Okay. Let's see what's in the chat room here.
I've been taking care of business for you, Tim.
You got me? She got it.
I got it. So we have one question. How do we help more?
Okay. So how do we help more? Continue to, notify your students of what we have. Do the Moorpark College Foundation, if you can make your donations through them, and specifically earmark your donations for Raider Central. If you're a member of the district, you can have that money's taken out. We are not in a position right now where we can accept food items, because there's some requirements from the law that if it was up to me, it's like, hey man, you can bring whatever you want to bring me. I'll take it. I'll put it to use. But there are some qualifications that we need to do more. So right now, word of mouth, getting the word out, making sure students know. If you have someone that you know needs some help, let me know. twloomis@vcc.edu. That gets me. That's where you can reach me at. We also have the website for Raider Central. You can leave it there. My assistant, Brittany Sweat, like Keith Sweat, she'll be right there and she can help you. We will reach out to the students. We've had, I think, 5 or 6 requests so far, and we've been able to help those students out. The 74 other requests we have, we've been able to address their needs as well. But the other 5 requests I previously spoke about came to us through someone at the college. And so eventually we're going to need more funding. Eventually we may need items, we may need clothing. We may need, I have a couple of suits I'm going to throw in the pot because I believe they should get dressed up nice when they go for an interview. There's no other time to make a first impression like the first time. And so we're willing to help. We need volunteers to help us on Fridays, specifically in the morning and in the afternoon hours, because we build boxes, we build bags, we get it ready, and we open up and we go. So yeah, that's what we need help with.
So Tim, we have another question. Can we give donations like clothes? And you mentioned that we can give donations like clothes, but how do we do that? Is there a central location to donate them, or is it better to donate gift cards for places? How do you suggest that people donate things like clothes?
If you're going to donate clothing, my suggestion would be that it be clothing that's, number one, usable, clean, and we'll take anything. And that we will stockpile it and we will categorize it into what we need. Like we would need button-up shirts, we would need t-shirts, we would need slacks, we would need the same for both male and females. Any student that wants to come through there, any variety of students. So that, or we can't accept gift cards yet because we don't have our 501c3 status. We're still working on that. The only one that has the 501c3 status currently on our campus is Ruben Castro Charities. And the Moorpark College Foundation is working on allowing us to use their nonprofit status in order to become a nonprofit. That way we can accept more. So clothing wise, if you work on campus, you can bring it to me on Fridays between 12 and 4. In parking lot H, right next to the field hockey stadium. I will take it then and I'll work with it and I'll make it work. How's that sound?
Perfect. We have another question. What's happening for Thanksgiving for families?
I forgot about that. Thank you for bringing that question up. I know who brought that question up. I'm gonna thank her later. I know who got me that one. I got you. I'll see her on Monday, by the way. Anyway, what we did was every one of our students that came through, we asked them if they needed a meal. So we are partnering with Ruben Castro Charities and with Costco to provide them with a meal for their family members for that day. So because Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, we normally give out on Friday that week. And I'm going to say it's going to be November 25th. will be out on that Wednesday. So they'll come get their normal box. They will have already let us know what they want as far as the Thanksgiving meal. We will provide that box to them. If you want to give a meal, just go to the website, send us an email, and we will provide you with the meal as well for our students.
So I have put the website for the foundation and the website for Raider Central in the chat. So,
Very good.
and then you could also very easily go to the school website and find them, or even Google those things. It's very easy to find.
Yeah. And we're going to send emails out to all those people, the 184 people we've already 87, I believe. I don't remember what it was, 184 or something like that. We're sending emails out to them so we can get an accurate number, because some may show up, some don't. We have some people that show up every day. Every Friday, we have some that don't show up every day. They show up periodically, but we want to be able to provide them with a meal that day. And they'll get their normal stuff on for Friday on that Wednesday. So there'll be more information coming out about that. Dina's going to take care of that for me, make it look real nice and proper. I know she will. I know she will. So we'll do that. What's the next question?
Any other questions for Professor Tim here?
No?
It looks like we took care of business.
I'm happy.
Oh, what about rent? Oh, I have a question. What about what about showers and laundry? So rent, showers, laundry. Those are...
Rent, if you need subsidy, you need money, you need to get a hold of me through Raider Central, send an email. I will then forward that email to financial aid. Financial aid will then get the process started for you, and then you can get the money you need for that, and that money is payable through December. Like I said before, if you're a full-time student, there's a fee. If there's a certain amount, if you're a part-time student, there's another amount, and you must be in good standing. You must be academically in good standing. But we're willing to help anybody, everybody. As far as showers, we do not have facilities to use that with, because no one can come on campus. And clothing for washing, there is a facility to wash in the athletics department. We have not asked to use that yet. Because we're not on campus, we may not get a lot of stuff, but depending on what it is, I mean, I can't guarantee you a one-day turnaround, but if you bring it to me on Friday, I can probably get it done and return it to you next Friday. But once we're on campus, all those needs will be met. All those needs will be, we're working those particular products out, those particular details out right now. But I think we probably, with the new with athletics, if they will allow me to, and I'll say please, and I'll go down there, helping them out. And I have volunteers that can help me too. So if I get people that bring me stuff that need to be washed, if I got a number of volunteers, I can also probably get some of the places work on a card to do your laundry. Some work on the coinage, so we can get that stuff, and we can work it out. I know somebody that has have their own laundry service. I don't know, a fluff and fold, I think is what it's called, or something like that. I know somebody that works owns one of those companies, so he may be willing to help us, I'm sure. Well, there's a way. If you bring it to me on Friday, I can make it work.
All right. Well, it looks like we have entertained and answered all of the questions. Tim, I just can't even thank you enough for your time this morning, and I hope that all of our participants will spread the word. This presentation will be captioned, it's been recorded, and it will be put up on the health fair website so that you can refer other people to it if they need to know and hear about it. So let's do a virtual round of applause for Tim, and thank you so much. And hopefully everybody will come back for other presentations. We've got hour-long presentations on the hour and a half all day today. So thank you. Thank you all.
Allison, in closing, I'm going to leave you with what I leave my class all the time.
Do it.
Have a great day today. Enjoy yourself. Remember, everything in moderation. Okay. Take care of yourselves, and then take care of your families, and then yourselves, and most importantly, have a positive difference in someone's life today, please. Peace. I'm out.
Beautiful.
Have a nice day.
Thank
Bye-bye
you. Now.